Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Shopping with Elyse. We're going to be talking about the 150-year DIY time capsule. So if you guys are new here, welcome. This is going to be a great episode where I tell you a little bit more about what we do here at Not Forgotten so you can understand the Not Forgotten advantage, how we are different, and it will totally help you on what product that you want to buy. So for the 150-year DIY, that is one of our really great products. We haven't talked about it in a while, but I was thinking, what is a good product for people who want to get involved in the time capsule world but don't want to break the bank? So if you want to get involved with time capsules but you don't want to break the bank, spend over $100 on a product, this is the perfect one for you because it's capped at $99, which is great. So again, if you want to just get started and buy a time capsule, this is one of the ones that I recommend because again, it's 150 years of preservation, and that is 5 generations of your family to enjoy. So very great gift, very good starter gift if you are new to Not Forgotten. If you are not new and you're just here for another episode with me, welcome back. Really appreciate it. And we're going to be talking about this specific time capsule that I think is going to be a great addition to the way that you currently save your photos, your videos, and save your memories. Now, these are all built on unique technology. All of the products are made right here in the United States, and they're made to be kept for a very long time. Of course, 150 is, again, 5 generations of your family, so to be made for a while. And we did design this product with memories in mind. So this product is primarily video. If you've been on this journey with us for the past few episodes, you'll know that we've talked a lot about the Memory Box, a storage-only product. But the 150-year DIY is primarily video. So if you're someone who wants to make a video and has a lot to say, this product is for you. What I'm going to do is show you just a breakdown, a product explainer video so you get a better idea of how this differs from the other products you may be more familiar with. So I'm going to start that and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I hope you got a better idea of what we're going to be talking about today and how that's going to play into the, roadmap I've given you guys for what to put into your time capsules. So now you have a beautiful 30-minute film, and once you put it together, you can preserve it for 150 years. Now that you've seen the product video, you probably understand the product a little bit more. But again, for those of you who just joined, we're talking about DIY time capsules. It is super easy. When I say DIY, I mean do it yourself. So using your smartphone, using your laptop, camera, anything where you can use technology to film yourself. You can either film it through our app or you can just do it on your own device and drag and drop the 30-minute video. It's really up to you on how you want to put it together. But when you do think of the 150-year DIY product, think of a 30-minute video message that will last for your lifetime, and it won't rot and it won't get lost. So what do I mean by video messages? Now, I've put together a list of things that you could use them for. If you are a family-oriented person or you are very close to your family, a lot of families have chosen to use these time capsules for annual messages that their family can open each year. Members of your family can be shown cooking their favorite recipes. Your mom can show us her house or anything that really means a lot to her, whether that is a garden or, you know, new renovations that she did during COVID. Maybe she painted an office a color she's wanted to do for a while and she's proud of it. Anything that makes your mom happy, you can show that in the time capsule. You can do something that includes more members of your family. They can all be sitting down and you could talk through the family tree. And this is a great option for people who might have relatives that are no longer there, but they want to include them in the time capsule. So even though you cannot interview them because they're no longer alive, you can still include precious memories. You can have other people come in and speak on their behalf. And it can be a very good collaborative family effort. When you are filming it yourself, you have complete control over what you want to go in the video, which is great. So it's all creative flexibility up to you. You can do, you know, a nice family dinner and have all your family members talk at the dinner table, whether that is on a holiday like Christmas or just a random day throughout the week that you guys all choose to get together. You can leave a series of family messages, or you can film a 30-minute interview with someone that you want to film with. For example, a lot of new mothers love these time capsules because they film them with their children. They do a 30-minute video, interview video every single year. And that really creates this life series. So now you have a video from every stage of their life if you do it once a year. And you can see them start to suddenly age before our very eyes. So if you were in our last episode, we talked about back to school time capsules. Back to school time capsules are a wonderful way to capture the evolution of your child as they go through elementary, middle school, and high school. Also, you know, college, if they choose to do that, you can do those in college too. But this is a lifetime series. That's what you'd be building. Now, these are especially great if you are capturing your family's milestone moments, whether that be, you know, your children getting married, them having children, so, you know, you now have grandkids, anything that happens in your life that's really important. Baby showers. If you guys have gone through maybe something that was difficult for your family, someone had cancer, they beat it, or they're struggling with addiction, a lot of people make videos just to remind themselves of why they're doing what they're doing, how far they've come, whether that be, you know, a year sober, getting out of a divorce, using that as a coping mechanism, just taking this time to sit across from a camera, saying anything that's on your mind, using it as a form of reflection and looking back on it to really see how far you've come as an individual. And it really captures growth amongst a lot of other things, right? It can capture milestone moments like your wedding, or it can capture the harder times that just remind you of how strong you are when you look back on it in a few years and you realize that you got through something that you didn't think you would get through. So you can use these however you want. I personally like to make once every year so that I can see the evolution of not only me as a person, but, you know, what I look like, what I think, my beliefs, my friends, all these things. So kind of a fun way to update your future self or leave something for your future self to watch. Really great way. So just like people would advise you to write a letter to your future self, this is the same thing, but now you have a video. So you're able to sit down, speak to your future self, and also get a feel for who you are in this moment, right? So I have human mannerisms. I can hear my voice. I can hear the way I laugh. I can see the way my eyes light up when I'm smiling about something that I care about. And these are really precious features that you don't get through something like flat media, you know? So if I look at this photo of me and my mom, which I keep at my desk, great photo, you know, we both look very happy, but this photo shows me a day at the beach when we lived in California, and it's nice and it's sweet, but I would absolutely love to have a video of her talking about me at the beach when I was that age, and I could see how I was when I was younger, and I could see how she was when she was a much younger parent. So there's a lot of context that these time capsules offer when you're talking about your family stories, or when you're just telling someone about a memory that you had. You can bring up the photos, the videos from that day. You can also include things in your time capsules like voicemails, anything digital media assets, some storage, some like documents. But I will say this is not for the 150-year DIY time capsule. This one is video only, no storage. So if you do want storage, totally fine. We'll just go into the next product that we have. So I'm going to share my screen a little bit and just share with you a way to navigate our Amazon store, because we want you guys to buy our products on our Amazon storefront. We are available on Amazon Prime, so it makes it super easy to get your time capsule quickly as well. But let me just share my screen with you so I can kind of walk through everything that you can do with these time capsules. Now, remember, because it is a 30-minute video message, you can do anything that you want. You can sit in front of the camera, talk about your life story, the things that changed you, the things that made you happy, maybe some advice that you want to leave to your future self or your future descendants, whether that's your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, so on and so forth. People that may never get the chance to meet you, because again, 150 years is 5 generations of your family. So it is a great way to leave your story in the way that you want it to be told. You're saying everything you want them to remember, and I think that's the most important part. So this product is all about quality, being built to last your lifetime, and also it's simple. It's really easy to do. It's the second product that we have, going from, our original 50-year DIY to 150, then to 300, and then, it goes into the premium time capsules, like the memory box, the time traveler, and the in-home concierge. The in-home concierge is different. It's a lot more expensive, and you get a videographer to give you that whole celebrity treatment, that experience. But this one is really great if you want to be in control, you want to film certain things, whether that is a room tour to show your family members, look what my room looked like when I was at home. Look at, what I did over COVID. Look at all this tie-dye, these paintings, anything that you did that, really adds context to your storytelling, you can put into your time capsule. So it doesn't have to be you sitting across from the camera and saying things for 30 minutes. It can be a 10-minute video of you, talking to the camera, and then 20 minutes of you doing a house tour or doing a room tour or talking about your college experience, your plans for the next year. So you can break it up into anything that you want. We just need a total of 30 minutes to put right into that time capsule. But it's up to you guys on what you choose to put in those 30 minutes. And that's the fun of it. Whether that is, you sitting in your childhood room talking about your life and then driving over to your soccer field that you grew up playing soccer on and filming that and talking about your experience in sports, or going to, where you did your first play or your instruments. It doesn't matter. Anything that makes you unique is what we really want to see in the time capsule. It's what we encourage you guys to put in there. It is like a next generation gift, and that means that this is going to be something that lasts a considerable amount of time. Now, every single one of our time capsules centers on a story, and it's told through, that video upload. You can use, again, for those of you who just joined, we're talking about the 150-year DIY time capsule. It is the perfect gift because it's under $100. It's $99. So really affordable for what we're giving you. It's a one-time fee as well. I always get this question. Because we're able to preserve it for 150 years, is it subscription based? It is not. It is a one-time fee. Once you pay $99, you have a time capsule that is safe and secure and cataloged in our library, so you never have to worry about it going missing. And again, you just spend $99 and we do everything else for you. So it's a great deal, a great way to start your time capsule experience, test it out, and see if Not Forgotten is something that you want to keep doing. A lot of people, again, they build their life series, and now they have a 30-minute video message once a year or once every 5 years, and they can look back and watch it. And I guess it will become, when you put all the clips together, it can become, the documentary of your life, which I think is really beautiful, especially if you're a parent and you want to leave your children with something. Instead of taking, 5,000 photos of them every single year, you can do this really meaningful video that they'll have. And if you do still want to keep those 5,000 photos, that's totally fine too. We have a memory box that has room for up to 7,000 photos or 20 hours of video. I always bring that one up because it's my favorite product, because it's storage only, but because it has room for 20 hours of video, you can film a bunch of, videos of you talking to the camera, talking to the phone, saying what you're grateful for, what you're excited for, your next plans in life, your 5-year plan, where you think you'll be. Predictions are an amazing thing to put in your time capsule. Please, guys, even if you're just gonna sit down and write a letter to your future self, do that, especially if you have a premium time capsule, because you have 2 gigabytes of additional storage on the 300 year, for example. But this is no digital storage, but I think it would be really nice if you wrote a letter to your future self and sat in front of the camera and read the letter in that 30-minute video message. So then you have something that you can look back on, especially to see if your predictions came true, and also to see where you are in comparison to where you thought you'd be. I know that if people made time capsules in 2017, 2018, they're going to open them and be like, wow, this was a pre-COVID life. I never thought that I'd go through a pandemic and live through a pandemic, and I have. So a lot can happen. We are living through history. These are crazy times, and to capture it for your descendants in the future to learn more about you and to understand what you lived through is an amazing idea. It's worth the investment, it's worth the time, and I highly recommend all of you guys to buy it. The best part is that it is on Amazon Prime, so if you do buy it, you'll get it very, very quickly because Amazon is good like that. So again, you can sit in front of the camera, you can talk to yourself, you can bring them on a house tour, you can bring them to the park that you grew up at. Anything really, it's up to you. The best part about it is that you can do what I'm doing. You can sit in front of a camera and just speak from the heart and, freeform it and do an organic interview. Or you can use our templates. So we have a lot of interview templates. If you are like, Elyse, this sounds like an amazing idea, but I get really nervous in front of the camera. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Don't worry about it. We have an array of questions for you to look through and kind of get your mind going, see what you want to say. And even if you don't want to answer questions, you can just look at the questions beforehand and write a bullet point list of just topics you want to cover in your time capsule to make sure that you can walk away from the experience and say that you said everything you needed to. So that's just a helpful tip that I threw in there if you want to use it. But I will say, people are always asking me, okay, it's a time capsule. Does that mean I have to lock it up? Can I have this forever? Is it open when I want it to be? Yes, it's a time capsule. That means you have to set an opening date. So if I made a time capsule, I did make a time capsule in April of 2020. I believe I locked it up and opened it for the next 5 years. But if I were to make a time capsule right now, I could choose any opening date between the day of creation to the next 50 years. So you have that window to choose when you want to open it. Obviously, we want you guys to choose, somewhere like 5 years or 10 years or so you're actually, alive and around to enjoy your time capsule. But if you're not, for any reason, knock on wood, your family members will be able to find your time capsule very, very easily because our time capsules are never lost, because each time capsule is linked to your family history through GEDCOM, and it's mapped with the International Time Capsule Society registry. So that's a really great way to ensure that they're never lost. Again, everything I'm saying, all of our credentials are on our Amazon storefront if you scroll down to the right. Secondly, just the basics of the not forgotten time capsule is that they're all shielded from data rot and technology obsolescence. So we do this using a cast iron combination of preservation policy and data storage in climate-controlled vaults in the United States. So we do adhere to standards set forth by the U.S. Library of Congress and the U.S. National Archives and Records Administration. So we have extremely high archiving standards, and we're very proud of those. The whole point is so that, they never get lost and that you can find your video or your family's video or your best friend's video whenever you want to. We want to make sure it's very accessible, and you don't have to be a detective to find it when you want to watch it and enjoy it. Now, lastly, the time capsules that we make, they're safeguarded by the Digital Preservation Trust, and Reuters actually covered us, and they said that Not Forgotten strives for immortality, which is the exact same wish your audience has for their family stories. So we want these stories to live on forever, just like your grandma passed down a story of her childhood, and you could tell your kids that this is going to be the same sort of thing, but now you have a video of, the primary source talking about it. So whether that's your grandma talking about growing up as a war baby, my grandma was a war baby, so that's why I use that example, but there are so many, pieces of history that are embedded in our family that we never really talk about. It doesn't come up during family vacations. It doesn't come up just having dinner or Thanksgiving. These are, things that come up when you are in a setting to specifically talk about them. So I've learned so much from my family just watching their time capsules, and I know I'm going to continue to learn more as more of them, create time capsules. As a matter of fact, I do have a younger brother, and he made a time capsule right before he went to the Army. So I want to show you guys his little clip and what he says, because it's a great example of what you can do with an 150-year DIY time capsule. Now, he did have someone shoot it for him, but just because it's a do-it-yourself doesn't mean you actually have to do it yourself. So if you have a friend or a family member or, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you can just ask them, hey, can you film me as I talk about it? Or additionally, you can get a little tripod. I bought my tripod on Amazon. Look how easy. You just plug it in right here. You just open this little back. I don't want to sponsor this video or anything because it's not. I'm just saying if you guys need a little tool or gadget to get, it's so easy. You just hook it up like this, and then I can sit it literally wherever I want and just look at my camera and talk to it, which is what I do for Instagram live shopping. So if you guys want to go to our Instagram page, Take Me Back Time Capsule, shameless promo. But that's how easy it is. So even if you're like, Elyse, I don't have anyone that's going to want to hold the camera for 30 minutes, invest in one of these little tripods or leave it on, the side of your windowsill and just make it work. We have to adapt, get creative. And I'm going to show you Andrew's time capsule. You can see some of the stuff that he talked about, maybe give you some ideas on what you can say if you are in a similar boat. Maybe you have family members in the Army, they're going away soon. Make them make a time capsule. I pretty much bullied Andrew into making a time capsule, but he's very happy he made one because now he looks back and says, oh, that's so cool. I remember how I thought before I went into training, what I thought the Army was going to be like versus what it is, and how much I've grown since then. So it has been a really good experience for him, and I hope you guys experience the same sort of thing. So I'll give you a little idea of, what that looks like, and he's going to be talking about his life. And I will check in a bit.
I love my grandmother, and I want to remember her. So for her birthday, I bought her a Not Forgotten time capsule kit. I've just been worrying about her lately because she's getting older and she doesn't really eat as much. Eventually, when she passes, I'll have something to remember her by, and I'll be able to show my kids and other members of my family who my grandmother was. She didn't film it herself. I had to help her because she's not that good with technology. But it didn't take long, and it was actually kind of fun. The app was really easy to use. One other thing I liked about this was I didn't have to wrap it up either, like a gift. It came in a folder with a bunch of cool stuff, so it was already pretty much prepared. While I was filming this video, I actually learned a lot about my grandmother, stuff I didn't even know about. Like, she only had 4 channels on her TV growing up, and she also played in the basement to avoid something called polio. I don't even know what that is. During filming, I learned that my grandmother was born on her grandmother's dining room table. This is because she was born during World War II, so a lot of the space in the hospital were being used to take care of the injured soldiers that came back. She also got married at the same age as I am today, which is 19, and I can't even imagine being married at this age. For making this video, I also found out my great-grandfather was in the Army, and I would have loved to have heard from him or got some insight of what it was like. I'm enlisting as well, so I've been thinking about my own legacy and doing a Not Forgotten video, just so I have something to look back on or show my kids when I'm older.
Okay, so I hope that all worked out and you guys got a better idea of the video and why my brother did a time capsule. The internet has been in and out today, so I really hope I'm still on live. But yes, he kind of sat there and talked about his experience and why he decided to make a Not Forgotten time capsule. And again, he didn't really want to make one in the beginning, but I told him about all the great things that he would be getting if he did make it. This great video that he can refer back to and show his children as well. So then, he's a family man. So he was like, that actually seems pretty cool. And he jumped, right on ship with me, and we traveled down the journey of Not Forgotten together. So if you guys think that your brother, your mother, your dad, your sibling, your dog, anyone, they want to make a time capsule and that you want to remember them and pass down their story, definitely invest and look into it. For under $100, you can do the same thing if you buy it right now on Amazon. Again, it's on Amazon Prime, so go ahead, check it out, get one for yourself. And if you need a little bit of extra inspiration, I will tell you a lot of scenarios that we found success with the 150-year DIY time capsule. Families, again, like I said, it is the new way to make Christmas cards to remember family traditions. Whether you are at your event and you are filming a turkey fry, for example. Thanksgiving is slowly coming up. It's going to be in the fall. And I know there's a family near me that do a turkey fry. I have no idea what that is. I never did one, and I would love to see it live and see what it looks like and that kind of thing. So they can put that in their time capsule. They can film the whole experience of them frying a turkey. I think that would be really cool. You'd solve that issue of, we want to keep our stories safe and secure. We want to keep these family traditions alive. Making a time capsule for Not Forgotten or with Not Forgotten will allow you to do that, and you can show the future generations, back in 2021, this is how we did our annual turkey fry for Thanksgiving, and you could show them some old footage. So really great way to do that. And again, there's a lot of mothers. Mothers love this time capsule because you can film, your day-to-day. Either that is you're a new mother and you're pregnant and you are kind of looking at the camera saying, I'm about to embark on my journey of motherhood. I think it's going to be like this. I'm excited for this. I'm nervous for this. going through, all of those thoughts you might have being pregnant, and, looking forward to your due date, that sort of thing, you can bring your grandma in and she can talk about her keepsake box. So I don't know about you guys. My grandma has a keepsake box that's filled with things that she's collected over the years. If your grandma is anything like mine, have her bring it out, interview her, because, to be frank with you, if your grandma passes away or someone in your family has, a really great box of treasure, like a treasure chest of mementos, and they pass away, things that have so much value to them, you're not going to understand. You're going to look in this box and you're going to say, why did she keep this? And what is this? And if your grandma, you have a video of her explaining every product or every thing that she's held on to and collected over the years, all of that memorabilia, it's going to give value to it. And you're going to be like, okay, yeah, grandma kept, this little jewelry pouch because her Nana made it for her and gave it to her. You know what I mean? Just things like that. Which I think are really important. So for me, for example, if I had a treasure chest and my child found this, it is a list. It's a bunch of little notes from my grandma. I asked her to write down a piece of advice every time that she thinks of one. And so, when she's no longer here, I can refer to that list. I can refer to obviously her time capsule now. But it's something that held so much value to me. But if someone just found it and they were like, oh, it's just a bunch of pieces of paper with random sentences on them. I don't understand. This is trash. I can just throw it out. Absolutely not. You cannot throw this out. I really would hate if someone did that to me. But, fair enough. They don't really understand what it is. It just looks like pieces of paper with notes on them. So that's why I think it's really important to have a video of your family members either going through a treasure chest or just showing things that really are important to them and have value to them, because that is something that you may not intrinsically know about, right? If my grandma has a blue and white china set that she's collected over the years, it's really important to her. But I bet if my dad went into her home without knowing that she really cared about that stuff, he would probably just donate it and give it away. So you never know with people. It's always better to be safe than sorry. And you might find out some really interesting things. For example, my aunt, I had no idea why, but every time in her bathroom, she had a million rubber duckies. I found out later that she had a rubber ducky collection and there was a story behind it. And it made a lot more sense, right? To me, I'm just like, why is this lady hoarding rubber duckies? What is the issue here? But now I know through this time capsule, it actually allowed me to understand why she did certain things and what things were valuable to her and her favorite things, her life stories, memories that she had that I never would have known about. And it gives us a really good understanding. It is that perfect gift that you can give to your family. Our time capsules really turn individual lives into the ultimate gift. They allow you to give yourself that platform to speak your truth, to talk about what's important to you and what you like. So if anyone goes through my room, I've pointed out what's the most important things to me. I've pointed out that the painting above my bed I actually made. I pointed out that my quarantine hobby was tie-dyeing. So anything that was white in my closet, literally except for this, is now tie-dyed. So people are going to be able to see that. Some people might open up my drawer and be like, why does she only have tie-dye socks? And they will know it's because I lived through the pandemic and I got really into that. So just quirky little facts, but I think that it makes the product make a lot more sense, especially that aspect. When I tell you guys, get your grandma out, have her explain everything that she's collected over the years, you're going to be really lucky. When you look back, you're going to feel very grateful that you did that. You can obviously, as she's going through the treasure chest, you can ask her questions about her life. If this is your grandma's time capsule, and she can give you life advice. She can talk about anything that she learned, little advice to big advice, anything across the board that's helped her. And now you also have her in a really comfortable sense, right? She's in front of her treasure chest. She's going through things that she loves that matter to her. She's talking to someone that she loves and she's open, and you'll get a lot of organic content from that. And it'll be straight from the heart. So if you guys are thinking, my mom gives really great advice, but she doesn't like being in front of the camera, then go to the kitchen, ask her to cook dinner, ask her to cook your favorite recipe. My grandma, for example, makes Michigan spaghetti. It's my favorite thing in the world. I come from an Italian family, but there's something about my grandma's Michigan spaghetti that just blows all the other spaghetti out of the water. My mom makes really great food too. So if I wanted to, in the future, make that recipe for my children, how cool would it be to have this video that I can refer to? And it's my mom in the kitchen going through a recipe, showing me exactly how to make it, talking me through each step, and at the same time, talking about her life stories. So if you go on the cooking channel and you're looking at Rachel Ray, she's usually talking about things that she loves while cooking because she's very comfortable in the kitchen. That's her happy place. So put yourself or the ones you love in their happy place so that they can make the most out of this 30-minute video message that they're going to leave. I think that's the most important advice I can give to you guys. If you are sitting outside and you have your hair and makeup done, you're just trying to look perfect and trying to get like a most beautiful video of yourself. Not that I don't completely understand, but sometimes you just have to make the video and speak from the heart and try not to control it so much. Just let it organically happen. That's where I found the clients love their video and they want to share it and they want to download it, because once you guys get this library record, you can download it. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it on any social media platforms that you want. And you can give your friends and family the link too. So that's another way. And as I said before, new mothers love this too, because new mothers want to remember themselves as these young, new moms with their babies, full of life, full of excitement, ready to go on that journey of motherhood. And this is a great time to capture yourself in a video, because, you know, in a few years from now, you'll have a lot of stories. You've learned a lot down the years. You know, over the years, you've learned so much about raising a child. And you'll be able to leave some tips for either your daughter when she has a baby or for your friends and family. Or you can look back at yourself in a few years and go, wow, I didn't even know how to change a diaper until, you know, I had to learn. So it's a really great place to check in with yourself. I think you guys get the picture. But those are just some ideas that you can use when you are wanting to do a time capsule. Another way that it's amazing, a lot of people that love this product are gift givers. So for families specifically, the DIY 150-year product, it makes a great gift that anyone will love, because you're telling your family members that their story matters, that their advice matters, that their recipes matter, that their craft matters. It could be them playing an instrument. My Uncle Rick actually is playing his guitar and his piano in his time capsule, and that's amazing. So again, you can really capture the best of the people that you love, and they can show all of the ways in which they, you know, love their time capsules and make them uniquely theirs. They're very personable gifts, and they're personalized to, you know, anything that you really want. That includes athletes. I always feel like I leave athletes out. But if you guys have sports reels, you can show a sports reel and you can do a voiceover, you know, during your interview. So that's a great way to make sure you get a lot of content in 30 minutes. So, you know, in this product, we are combining preservation expertise. We're combining the highest archiving standards, intelligent tracing tools, exclusive mapping technology, and a process of meticulously cataloging each time capsule. So you guys are probably thinking, you mentioned before the International Time Capsule Society. What are you guys doing with that? So we are the technology behind the International Time Capsule Society, meaning that if any time capsule is registered through them, we are the ones who digitize their time capsules if they're physical. We help them by making a basic library record for them so that they can always track them, remember where they stored them, and have something really safe and secure for them to refer to for their records. And that's a great way that we've been able to, you know, track digital time capsules. So 80 to 90% of physical time capsules are lost. So it's an amazing idea, you know, to make a time capsule, but if you don't do it the right way, it can be lost. With digital time capsules, like the Not Forgotten time capsules, you can track them. And they're cataloged, and they're safe, and they're secure, and they're in our library. So that makes it a lot more easy to make them, and it really takes that weight off your shoulders, because then you don't lose them, and then you don't put all the effort in making this 30-minute video that you can't even find. So this is going to be super easy to find and super easy to enjoy. We do pride ourselves on making our technology very easy to use and hassle-free, because we want it to be, you know, easy to put a family time capsule together, easy to help your grandma put together a memory box, whatever they want to do. We want it to be easy for you guys to create them and have fun with them. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be showing you an unboxing, like I usually do. But I also want to show you the Amazon storefront so you know how to navigate it. First, I will show you the unboxing because it's quick. But you get this really beautiful navy envelope. It's like glistening in the sunlight with the gold logo. Wow, it's really nice actually. Yes, gold logo. And then in that, you have a few different pieces of material. You have the brochure, and this is a matte navy, but it's really nice, really high quality. I do online shoppings every week. This is what I use literally Wednesday through Friday, Facebook, Instagram, and Amazon. And this is the materials I use. I don't think they look very used at all. And this is the same exact product that I keep unpacking. So in this brochure, it really breaks up everything you need to know. So if you're a gift giver and you're thinking, I want to buy an 150-year time capsule. This is great. I can give this to someone. It's under $100. It's an amazing gift. Well, yes, I agree with you. But also, you definitely want the luxury packaging because this brochure will answer any question that, you know, the person that you're gifting it to has. So they won't be calling you up saying, hey, you got me this digital time capsule. It's a really cool gift. Thank you so much. Can you walk me through every single thing that I need to know? No, you don't need to do that. This brochure absolutely does it all for you. My favorite page that I recommend everyone is page 13. If you are, you know, someone who struggles with technology, you need the breakdown. This breaks it down to what you do and what we do. So you know how to set up your account, how to build and submit your video, how to, you know, use the family data system, and more importantly, how to receive and share it so that you can share your not forgotten journey with everyone, and you can be found for generations to come. It gives you client stories to give you some inspiration on how other people use their time capsule and how you can use them as well. So you might read this brochure and go, wow, there's a lot more value. I'm so inspired. I want to keep making them. We have a whole section for Get Inspired. I think it is definitely worth the investment. And again, it's a really nice, beautiful time capsule brochure that will allow you to really understand everything about this product that you need to know. Again, frequently asked questions are a lifesaver. So there's also contact us at the bottom. And who will you be contacting? Most likely me. I'll be on the other end. And I'll walk you through, you know, everything you need to know about this time capsule. So it is just such an amazing way to transform the way you view your family history and the way that you know, save your memories and your pictures and anything else that you want to digitize. There's a fun quote that I like that I haven't said before. I can see how Not Forgotten can really be a whole new dimension to family history research, capturing an essence of self that cannot be found in written records. Love that quote. Couldn't have said it better myself. So this is the brochure. It's amazing. It's in your envelope when you buy it right now on Amazon through Amazon Prime because we are hooked up. And then we get the certificate of asset contribution. This is amazing. If you get this as a gift, if you get it for yourself, put this in your files. File it away so you have it. It's just to certify that your video has been incorporated into the assets of the Digital Preservation Trust, and it's established to ensure that your legacy can be found for you know, up to 150 years, in this case 5 generations. So at the bottom it tells you, you know, a little bit of a view your records at the Not Forgotten Library. It gives you the link on where to find it. So file that away so it's easy so you don't lose it. But if you're like, Elyse, I still want something else to put in my will, don't worry, we have you. So here is an index card sized piece of paper. It is for your will. It's another, you know, certificate, and it says, again, this is for you to remember me. So it is just a little piece of paper. You stick it with everything else that you have in your will, and it ensures that your family and your friends find it. Again, the bottom of it is really useful because it tells you where to locate your video. You just search for your name in the genealogy records or on the World Cat Library records. Very easy, very convenient, and again, comes in the luxury packaging. Second to last, we have this, and I didn't find out until recently, but this is actually on archival paper. So it will last a longer time than, you know, regular paper, but it is the family tree, and what you do is you put your name in the middle, and you fill out everyone in your family, you know, your grandmother. It's only, what, your generation, the 3 generations, but your grandmother, your great-grandmother, all that stuff. You put your details on the bottom, and then you have this family tree that you can put in your house. You can put it in your kitchen, on your fridge, whatever you want to do, but it's a great reference point. One, it's a great activity to do with your kids or yourself. It's also a great reference point to see who has a family not forgotten time capsule and who still needs to get one. So you go, you look at the calendar, you say, oh, it's my Aunt Lisa's birthday next weekend. Great. Did we get Aunt Lisa a time capsule? No. Perfect. We have a gift for her. So you buy them a time capsule, and it's really helpful for, you know, for you and for them because they get this beautiful product that can be personalized to anything they want. While you also go check, you filled out another relative on your not forgotten family tree. You're building such a unique way of saving your family history, and generations that follow are going to be so excited that you put that time aside and left them something that they can learn from. Lastly, you have this gift card. This gift card's great. When you do buy this on Amazon, you get this gift card. You scratch it like a lotto, you see your code, and you redeem it on our website. Then you can get started with the real fun, which is putting together your time capsule, and also, of course, picking your opening date, because time capsules are really 2 gifts in one. You're able to set that space in the calendar for a future anniversary, a future reunion, a future celebration, anything that you want to do, time capsules are perfect because now you have the opening date and you guys can say, okay, everyone, get together at my house March 8th in 2 years. Put it on your calendar now, and we're going to have this unboxing. We're going to have this time capsule opening, and then we're going to be able to watch this video that I created a few years ago that captures my life. How crazy would it be if someone did that? In 2019, they made a time capsule, and then in 5 years from now, who knows what will be, this post-pandemic life, but they're able to watch it and go, wow, that's how I lived before, look how crazy and different things are now. And you have all of your loved ones around you. It could be a party, it could be an excuse to get together, but we really do help you guys. We solve that issue of, how do I keep my family stories, my family history, my memorabilia, all of it safe and accessible for generations of my family, not just myself, but the people beneath me, my sister, her kids, all of that stuff. So this is a great way to keep everything in one spot. One of my clients said it was an organizational time capsule, which I loved because he's right. You can make as many as you want. For memory boxes especially, when I get married, I'm going to have my wedding memory box and then my baby memory box and then my baby shower memory box. It doesn't matter, but just splitting up in events to have it all organized. So I don't have any of my pictures and videos in the cloud organized, to be honest. So this will be very, very useful for me. If you're anything like me and you can relate, then it'll be useful for you too. But Not Forgotten really gives you that, beautiful way of connection. So imagine your grandchildren being able to introduce your mother to their children in 100 years' time. With this product, you can. Imagine your mom's relief or your own relief at having, all of the family memorabilia safe, accessible, protected, and ready to be drawn from a library for hundreds of years. Women's Daily called this new innovative new take on time capsules the gift of immortalizing one's life for centuries to come. And Fortune Herald hailed it as a scrapbook that will live on for centuries. I love that quote because this really is a digital scrapbook, or that's more for the memory box, but it's also a digital scrapbook in a sense where if I'm making my 30-minute video message, I can take out my photos, I can take out the notes that my grandma wrote for me, I can take out props, I can take out my wedding ring, I can take out anything that my wedding dress even. Like, it really doesn't matter. You have full creative freedom with this one. So the DIY element of it is amazing. And if you want to take an old album and just flip through it and talk about all the photos while you go through them, you can do that as well. So it really is a scrapbook come to life, and it gives you that platform to have your voice heard and to say everything that you want to say, whether that is old family stories or family secrets. I'm not going to judge, but really whatever you put in it is going to be really great when you revisit it. We know how important memories are, and the best ones do not fade, but what keeps memories alive? So that's really important when you consider how time is so damaging to CDs, to photographs, to videos. Over time, photos fade, videos warp, CDs become obsolete. So it's really interesting, actually, how fast technology has evolved. I just got the brand new iPhone, like this, and it's huge. And I remember getting the first iPhone when I was much younger, and this is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, okay? I remember getting the first edition of the iPhone. That is so ancient right now. So that's really technology obsolescence. Things are going so quickly and we need to be able to keep up. All of the Not Forgotten time capsules, when we have that data stored in a climate-controlled vault, they're all being switched to make sure that the technology that we're using is compatible to what we're using in the current time. So, for example, not that you ever would get the chance to, but let's say you do a field trip to our climate-controlled data vault in Tennessee. You're not going to walk in and see all of your time capsules lined up with VHS tapes or with CDs or with DVDs. It's just, that is so old now that we are using the most compatible technology so that, we don't have any issues. The data's not rotting away. I didn't say it, but technology, through the age of technology, we found that anything that's 10 years or older, so videos, photos, anything that has, a lifespan 10 years or older, they become highly susceptible to data rot. What is data rot? It's just the general wear and tear of your media. It happens with our old photographs. They get blurry, they get brown, the edges curl up, and they're just not as fresh as the day that they were taken. It's understandable, it's the test of time, and it is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be. And that's where Not Forgotten comes into play, because we protect all of the time capsules from data rot. So you'll never really have that experience where you open up your video and you go to load it and you just get that spinning wheel of death. It never loads, or by the time it does load, the quality is much, much less than it was, when you first made the video. And sometimes you'll even get that issue where you get a notification that says the file is corrupt. That means it's been infected by data rot. Not Forgotten understands this. This is literally part of the reason why we launched this initiative, is just to protect all of our data, because we know that we're living right now in a time where all the photos on our phone, they might not even survive a generation. We want them to. We want your story to survive, in this case, for up to 5 generations. So that's what we do. It really is difficult. We do know that digital data rots as the years pass, but it is really tough for people who cherish their memories and the stories that they tell. It's a hard truth to swallow, because it means that if you don't take care of your technology, your memories will fade, your stories will die, and we don't want that to happen to you. And that's why we have brought, Not Forgotten to life, because now everyone can safeguard your cherished memories for centuries. So no matter what kind of memory you have, looking at the memory box, right? You can put your voicemails in there. You can put your digitized records. Anything you want to scan can go in there. And with the DIY time capsule, although it's primarily a video, you can sit in front. You could show your props. You could show your videos on your phone. You could show a TikTok that went viral. You could say, this is what I did, and I got 15 million views. It's really up to you on how you want to utilize it, and it comes down to a personal preference and your own style, which is why I love the DIY element. But you just don't need to worry about the video that you create ever succumbing to data rot, because that's literally the whole point of why we have the trust. So again, when you're gifting someone this, you can say with full confidence that your video is going to be there whenever you want it, so it's not going to be lost, and it's going to be in high quality. And that's really all. That is the most important thing to most people. If you go and pay a videographer to cover your wedding, and they make a beautiful wedding video of you, if that video can only last for a few years before the quality is degraded and the sound doesn't work, what's really the point of the video, right? You want to be able to enjoy this for as long as you possibly can. And that's what the beauty of Not Forgotten does. It allows you to do that. Now, again, when you're gifting these time capsules, I think gifting a time capsule is one of the highest compliments you can give to someone, because it says that you value what they have to say, and the stories that they've told you are beautiful, and you want to keep them forever. And this is really telling someone that their stories matter. And again, like I always say, time capsules turn individual lives into the ultimate gift. So if you are with someone and you want to let them know that they're appreciated, that you care about everything they have to say, that you're always listening, even if you're not, time capsules are an amazing gift, a great thank you gift, just an amazing way to say that you care. And especially if you're trying to support local, right? This is a great company, and everything that we do is made in the United States. So it's a great way to, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, give a great gift with a great company. And we really care here at Not Forgotten. I love these products. I've seen the value of them firsthand, and I hope that you guys will, try it out for yourself. This is like a time capsule that you want to make under $100, but preserve for more than 100 years. So under $100, preserved for 150 years, which is really great. Again, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it right now for $99. It's on Amazon Prime, and you really won't find anything like this on the market. It is like a next generation product. It's very one of a kind, and it's a gift unlike any other, because it is an experience. You're gifting them the experience of saving whatever they want for 150 years. So pure freedom with that. And when you do gift them, it will come with all the materials I showed you in this beautiful navy envelope. So this is a great gift. When I graduated, high school, college, I really wish I would made a time capsule. I think this would have been a perfect gift for a college graduate, for a new mother, for a new bride, grooms too. I never mentioned grooms, but grooms are great too, because if you give this to a groom and he makes a video, oh, this is great. If you give this to a groom, because it's a 150-year DIY time capsule, it's a 30-minute video message, you gift this to the groom and he makes a video for his bride of all the things he loves about her, the moment he knew she was the one, the moment he fell in love with her, the moment he decided to go to the shop and get a ring and propose to her. I mean, women, anyone out there, people, we love this stuff. This is heartwarming content. And I think that the time capsule element makes it such a beautiful gift, because this groom will now say everything that he wants to say, and then he'll mark the opening date for 5 years from now, 1 year from now, and then on their 1-year anniversary, their 5-year anniversary, if he's really smart, he'd mark it for 10 years, because then you have your 10-year anniversary gift check, or at least part of it. So he can mark it for 5 years, and then in 5 years from now, you guys are having a beautiful anniversary dinner, and he goes, by the way, the day that we got married, or a few weeks before we got married, I made this time capsule for you, and it's a video of all the things that I love about you. And she plays it, and she cries, and she's very happy. So again, guys, there's so many things that you could do with this time capsule, and I think that buying it on Amazon right now, you look at our website, you look at everything, we'll give you more than enough content ideas, and we'll also provide you with the interview templates for yourself or for other people if you're gifting it, so that they know what to include in your time capsule. Again, it is $99. It's an amazing gift for anyone, and I'm going to show you one last video which kind of shows you the gift element to it, because if you're thinking, I want to buy this, I just need a little bit more information, or maybe you just joined the live and you missed out, this is the video that you want to see. Okay guys, I hope you got a better idea again on how to use this as an amazing gift. It is right now. You can buy it on Amazon and Amazon Prime, and you'll be very grateful that you bought it. You're going to be really excited when you look back and you set your opening date and you see all the wonderful things that you could do with the Not Forgotten Time capsules. So again, thank you so much for tuning in on this wonderful Friday. Amazon shopping is always a highlight of my week. If you guys have any questions, email me, Elyse at not-forgotten.com, and I'd love to help you out through anything. And yeah, I will see you next week for another episode, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.